So guys, welcome to a new episode. I think it's rather going to be a short one. I am going to fix the blower ventilation knob, or the fan control knob, I don't know how you call it. I'm talking about this guy. It doesn't work always. Sometimes there is no ventilation and then I have to turn it all the way to 4, and then sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm not sure what is going on here. I think there is a resistor behind. Could be something else, but I want to fix it before it breaks down completely, because driving around with no ventilation is really a pain in the butt, especially in winter time. Of course, in summertime as well, but in wintertime it's really annoying. So I already went ahead and I removed this part. It only has one screw, and then you fiddle out the plastic. You start here at the top. If you look at the latches, those are the most difficult ones, so I would recommend starting there and then work your way down. And let's use the air compressor and get rid of all this muck. In the meantime, I'm going to remove these. Maybe I can replace them with USB ports. I don't know yet. Seems like only a simple screw job. And then I can give it to Nikki for a good clean with some dishwashing soap. I can think it's really necessary. While it's off, why not? I came to an interesting conclusion here while removing the 12-volt sockets. I had this one lying around. It's just another 12-volt socket, but it's the same size as the USB ports that they sell online, and it is the exact right size. So it might be interesting to order a proper USB-C PD charger to charge our phones without use of one of those annoying 12-volt socket things. And yeah, I think it will work. We have to modify the connector. Anyway, that's not for today. Today we're just going to focus on fixing the fan and also adjusting the Android radio unit while we're at it. So next, I think we'll have to unscrew the dark gray. Yeah, that seems to be attached to this. And then we'll see what happens. So I went ahead, pulled out the custom radio. Now the dark gray screws, or the screws in the dark gray part, are connected to this frame. So I guess we'll have to try our luck with these. Now I did read the eLearn manual, but because I want to get as much out of the way as possible, also to fix the radio, I'm just going with unscrewing everything I see. So those 4 screws are going to be next. Okay, I just checked eLearn again, and indeed I'll have to remove the vents, but that's okay because they're dirty. They can use a good clean. I think this is way easier. I think also inside there's a lot of dirt. And then we have to remove the document holder on top. It has 2 screws here and here. And then behind the vents there is another screw on both sides. And then we can take off this trim. And then, yeah, it's getting involved, but it's okay because this radio support that I made, I kinda, let's just be honest, I fucked this. So with everything removed, we can make a proper support, hopefully, and do this once and for all, because the radio never fitted right. Okay, let's go ahead and pull the vents. It's just a matter of the special tool is called a knife. So basically you have to lift this up and then we'll find some screws behind it. This side comes off rather easy, and you can see here are where the plastic latches go in. Both sides, same story, but the other side doesn't want to play along, want to avoid snapping off the plastic, of course, but yeah, you never know until it's too late. So it's kind of fiddly work. I'm also using this. It's better than a knife, I think. I don't know what it's called in English. In Dutch we call it a plamuurmes. But I don't know. Probably you can tell me. Remove the top, the document holder. It has 2 more screws here and 2 in the front, and then it comes right off. And then remove the whole radio thingy. And now I can get to the side of the latches, hopefully the plastic latches, and give them a little push with the screwdriver and hopefully get them out without breaking anything. Got the first one off without breaking anything. So the trick is to go behind with a screwdriver, and then you can pull the plastic latch to the outside. This side I still have to do it, but it's nearly impossible to film, but here you can see the scratches that I've made. Now I am sure that I have to get the screwdriver in there and lift it up. Yeah, it's hard to show, but like this, to get it under, and then at the same time you pull it, and then it will come out eventually. Next step, we have a little thing here that you can just pull out. Same thing here, just with a screwdriver. And then you can take out the vent. Now we can clean it. And then here is one more screw. I guess on the other side the same, and then we will finally be able to take off this plastic trim. The instructions are really unclear on this one. And the thing is, there's 2 cables attached to this unit that control the mode and the temperature setting. So it kind of seems impossible to get this out. I've double checked all the eLearn, so that's the Ducato manual instructions, see if I didn't miss anything, and I removed everything that I supposed to do. But I also realized that I might be barking up the wrong tree, because this might be the blower resistor. If I want to pull that one out and see, I never saw a blower resistor before, so I don't know what I'm looking for exactly. Since this guy is a dead end, I think removing this small bolt will reveal the resistor. Well, let's see how that goes. Little bolt removed. It's 5.5 mil. Now let's see if we can get it out. I got it out. So the trick is, there is this latch here on top. You just push it and then slide it the other way. Show you like this. So this is how it is installed, and then push the latch and then it comes out. Now, like I said, I never saw a blower resistor before, but this doesn't look healthy to me. What is going on here? So I think we better replace this, but it's easy accessible, no need to destroy a whole dashboard. But in the meantime, I noticed some corrosions on the pin, and I think the outside pins are quite important, because I guess this is the different, I don't know, let's have a look at the connector. I just measured at the connector, and indeed, so if you put the blower on 1, this gets 12 volt, on 2 this gets 12 volt, on 3 this gets 12 volt. Now on 4, I don't know, it's only 3 wires and then I guess the ground. I don't know, I guess on 4 it goes straight to the fan. Anyway, don't know what this mean. This is connection 1, this is the output, so is this kind of some kind of diode? I don't know, but I think corrosion is probably the problem. So let's clean up these pins and see if it gets any better. So in case you were interested in how this works, I think 5 is the output, and then you get various. This is fan. When you put it on 1, 2, 3, it passes through the resistor, exits here. Then it goes through this thermal fuse, because apparently this gets quite hot. This is why it is in the blower housing, because the blower also cools this down. Doesn't seem like a very efficient design to me, but I think you can do this more efficient with some electronic driver with a MOSFET circuit. But yeah, I guess this is just the way they did it in the past, and it's probably simpler and cheaper. But so yeah, this is a thermal fuse. So this is giving a short, which it should do until it gets too hot. I cleaned all the contacts, and I hope now it will do a better job. Okay, the blower seems to work a bit better now. Although, well, a bit better. At least it just runs at the speed I tell it to run. So in the beginning, when I put it on 1 and I put the ignition on, then it wouldn't go until I played a little bit with it. Now, it still could be the button, but if I look at the state of the resistor, I think we don't have to look much further, but only time will tell if we were right. Now I'm gonna sort out the radio next and put everything back together. So I'm quite happy how the radio sits now. It's better than before. I screwed them down from the sides. You can't see it. It doesn't look pretty. I'm not proud of this, but I had to work with what was already here. I wouldn't advise to buy a radio where you have to cut your dashboard like this one. There is probably better options nowadays that fit in the normal 2-DIN size of the car radio with a screen that comes out. But keep in mind that I did this build back in 2020, and as far as I know, there weren't so many options. Also, this one came especially for the Ducato or for the jumper, and it was just plug and play. If you can see all the wires behind, it's not fun if you have to do this all by yourself. But yeah, very nice. I'm going to put in the vents again. I think, by the way, that you might be able to pull them out without removing the plastic cover. I think this is the wrong one. Yep. But yeah, easy peasy. Just push them in and call it a day. Fast forward a few months, and we're currently in Portugal. In the meantime, you can see the radio is still where it should be, and the blower resistor is actually working perfect now. Like, the whole blower thing is doing what it should do. So apparently just cleaning the corrosion of the contact pins was enough to fix it. That's great. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you next time.